Water Flows, a series of informational programs about water. Water Flows will look at a number of issues: water conservation, preservation, purification, and sustainable use. Our rivers. St. Lucia's streams and rivers are not divided evenly between the districts. If we start at Cap Estate in the north, we find numerous streams that seem to exist only in the rainy season. Ascalé in the very north has a stream that turns into a raging torrent during heavy rain and washes soil out to sea. Casoba Estate once had a river flowing through it. Now there's a golf course and a hotel there, and the mangroves have all but disappeared. Just a little further south, down the east coast, lies Anse-Louvet, where the Tout-Salé River flows into the sea. A tout in this case is a small bay or cove. The land is low-lying and has probably always been prone to sea surges. The water is brackish, salty, which could explain the name Salé. The river caused quite a few problems when they were building the Beauséjour cricket ground. The Tout-Salé River has 7 tributaries from the south, but only 1 from the north, all of them without names as far as we can tell. To the south again is the Lapé River that meets the sea just opposite the Lapé Islands. A track leads from the river down to Espérance Harbour that has been supplied with fresh water from the marshy area for centuries. It's possible to walk along the coast from Espérance to Casoba if you enjoy rambling or hiking. It takes about 3 hours at a leisurely pace. Earlier, there were 2 water-driven sugar mills at Espérance, but by 1898 the estate was abandoned. During the Brigand Wars, they attempted to use the harbour to smuggle in arms from Guadeloupe. We never think about these things now, but rivers do have stories to tell. South of the Espérance River lies Mont Gaillac, from which 2 unnamed rivers join to flow into the Espérance Harbour, while another, further east, joins the sea just west of Nord Point. The coast from Nord Point turns very steep and rocky with small, almost inaccessible beaches like Anse Falaise. Falaise in Creole means a cliff. A little further south, the small Tout-Gravel River enters the sea at, you guessed it, Tout-Gravel, but sadly, we do not know what or who Gravel refers to. Just south of Cape Marquis is the Petit-Tout, which hosts yet another nameless river that flows from the summit of Mont Gaillac some 825 feet above sea level. The coastline heads almost directly south for a while past Mont des Bottes. Bottes in French means boots. Is this the original Boot Hill? Until it reaches Point Pelee, which might have been named after the same person as Mont Pelee, the volcano on Martinique that erupted in 1902, killing 28,000 people. The next point of interest is Port Dauphin, and there's a lot to say about that, but sadly, that's all we have time for today. Join us again for another program. You've been watching Water Flows. Water Flows looks at a number of issues related to water, including water conservation, purification, and sustainable use. Join us for another program.